I was arrested at the age of 19 while I was actually doing that reality TV show. I really just had one blunt in the car. Y'all enjoying the event so far? Y'all learning some things? I've been hearing a few people speak, and it got me nervous. I didn't know there were so many people out here. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. But, there we go. For those of you that, this is New York, so some of you may know me. I go by the name Jojo Simmons. For the people that don't know me, though, Jojo Simmons, obviously, not to be confused with Russell Simmons' son. Russell Simmons does not have a son, guys. I just want you guys to know that, because every time I go out, people are like, is that Russell Simmons' son? No, it's my uncle. I'm Rev Run's son from Run DMC, and appreciate that. It's been great, entering the cannabis space, obviously. It's been a long time coming. But if you do know me from anywhere, you might have watched the TV show that I was on growing up called Run's House on MTV. We were on TV for about 6 seasons. Black family that resonated with America very well, because we all really showed the realness of reality TV, and it wasn't really like any watered down or any drama. It was the first and probably the only reality TV show that showed love in the house and realness. But with all the blessings in the platform I was blessed with, to be able to go on TV and learn up under my uncle and my dad and everybody, it put a real big, I guess you would say, a telescope on my life at a young age. And if you guys don't know, I was arrested at the age of 19 while I was actually doing that reality TV show. So it made it kind of difficult for me, because not only is my dad a well-known reverend, and not only was I on TV, but the way I was arrested it's kind of hard to explain. It wasn't like I was arrested by normal cops. I was told I was followed for 3 months, and I was arrested in Washington Heights, New York. I don't know if you guys are from New York, you guys know what Washington Heights is. I was in the belly of the beast, But, so when I was arrested, I was told I was followed for 3 months. They broke my glass window on my car, and a lot of different stories came out about how I was arrested and how I was rolling a blunt or I was doing this. No, I really just had one blunt in the car, and they treated me like I was El Chapo or like Pablo Escobar or something. I promise you guys. Like, the way that they ran down on me, it was very scary for a 19-year-old that knew he had so much to lose at the time. Not only did I have my dad's, franchise he's built up, but just the respect for the Simmons family. It made it so hard, and they made it the biggest deal in the world. But the thing about it was, no matter what I went through, I'm talking about, it was big. It was on New York Post. TMZ was outside of the precinct when I was arrested. And this was really one of the things that made me kind of say, in the cannabis world. Because if you guys know, in New York or anywhere, you get arrested on a Friday, you're getting out on a Monday, right, when you go to the bookings. I got out on a Saturday. And probably because of the privilege I have and the good lawyer I was able to obtain, and I understood my leverage, I understood my platform, and that was the problem. I got off way too easy. And I felt like, don't feel bad for me for being arrested and I guess, being an embarrassment, I guess, at those times. Because what I really understood was, how could somebody that you're treating like this get off so easy, but you treated me like this plant was the worst plant in the world. You treated it like it was a hard drug. And I'm sorry, I went too fast, sorry. No, so basically, that's literally why I got into the cannabis space. I'll speak about it a little bit more in a minute. But I realized that there's so many people still arrested. There's so many people that weren't able to get off easy like me. Like, I was able to talk to one of my partners, and I said, hey, can you find somebody that was arrested on the same day I was arrested and see what they went through? And I found out that there was a person arrested for the same amount of weed I was arrested for on the same day, and because of his priors or whatever, he served a few months on Rikers for cannabis. So that was something that really stood out to me, because I was like, there's so many people out here that are served time, have things on their records that now we finally can get them expunged in some places, but it just wasn't fair. Now, from 1997 to 2019, 17.5 million cannabis arrests have been made. You understand what that is? That's unbelievable when you think about what they're being arrested for. Like a plant that we've all found to be useful and helpful and not harm anybody, honestly, and save more than it's ever harmed anybody. Since 1992, 203 people have been sentenced to life for trafficking marijuana. Now, a lot of people, they hear that cannabis is legal in these places, but a lot of it, it's not decriminalized, and it's not, these people that were trafficking weed, they have not been released. There's still people in jail for as little as an ounce. There's people serving life sentences for as little as a 20 bag. Speaking on that, I've been able to, me and my company have been able to be blessed to work with a few organizations while entering the cannabis space, and one that I will soon be becoming an ambassador for is the Last Prisoner Project. I'm not sure if you guys heard of the Last Prisoner Project. Give it up for Last Prisoner Project. I'm very proud and excited to align with them and partner with them and be an ambassador, because it's actually one of the main reasons why I'm here. Is obviously I told you my story. I realize a lot of people don't have the platform, the privilege, the finances that I may have had or grew up with, and I feel like it's important to spread a light on people like Kevin Allen. Now, Kevin Allen is serving a life sentence for selling a 20 bag of weed. A life sentence for telling it. And the reason he's serving life is because this was his third offense, but it was his third nonviolent drug offense. He's serving life in jail right now for 20 bags of weed, something that we're all going to go outside right now and go roll up and smoke. Kevin Allen is in jail right now for a 20 bag of weed. And I think that people like him are important to tell his story, because if you don't hear stories like his, then you don't know what's going on with certain people in this world when it comes to this same plant that we're here today celebrating, learning about, educating each other about. It's so much deeper than just consuming the plant. It's so many moving parts to the cannabis space. That's why I tell my story. For people like Kevin Allen, for people like the guy that got arrested the same day I got arrested and didn't have the opportunity. I want to be able to tell my story to use my platform. I have 550,000 Instagram followers. I've got some followers on Twitter. I've got a following. And I figured, why not use this platform? Why not use this stage? Why not use this megaphone I say I have and talk about people like Kevin Allen and talk about the people that have been wronged and the people that have not been able to succeed in cannabis because of past laws or past, ideologies on the plant. So I feel like with my company 3 is 4, and I know you guys just saw my high school buddies, Chris and Dave, shout out to them. We were able to look around the cannabis space and see what was needed. Because I could have easily, I went to all these events. I went to the Emerald Cup. I went to Canadella. I went to all these events. And what I saw was people in my position, a celebrity position, they really were just selling weed. And that's okay to sell weed, I get it, but it's like everybody does it, right? So I said, where's a void that we can fill? And then we all looked at each other and said, there are so many great people in cannabis, including everybody in this crowd. There are so many great things going on in cannabis, but who's covering it? Who's making the content for it? Who's telling these stories for any of this stuff that's happening in this space, in the past, in the present, and in the future? So 3 is 4 is all about, I know they've said a little bit, but it's all about storytelling for good. And everything we want to do is for good. Everything we want to tell is the good stories in cannabis. I look up cannabis content and I see a bunch of people taking dab ribs and stuff like that. And that's fun. I like to take dabs. I like to roll up. But I don't see the education on how can an older person realize what can they use for their chronic back pain, or how can a war vet understand how much he should be using, or things like that. I think that not educating the world, but re-educating the world on what the plant and the benefits of the plant and it can do for all of us, really. So, sorry. One of the main things that we want to do in 3 is 4, well, not one, a couple of the main things that we want to do in 3 is 4 is align with organizations and people that believe in what we believe in. And if you're like me, like I said, I've found out the issue in cannabis. I see so many people are being arrested. So many people are still serving life sentences and serving in jail. And I'm the type of person to say, well, where's the fix? A lot of people want to state the issue, but not actually look for the fix or something that can change something, right? So what me, Chris, and Dave did was like, not only do we want to educate the world, not only do we want to tell these stories, but we want to show people how they can fix certain things. And I was able to sit down with Andy Bernstein about a year ago, who's head of Cannabis Voter Project. I'm not sure if you guys know what Cannabis Voter Project is, but I urge you all to go to their website because you're able to find out in any state what elected official supports cannabis. And I think that a lot of people don't understand that the law that's one of the main things the laws are the main things we need changed. We need to change the laws to change the outlook. We need to change the laws to change the perspective on cannabis. And a lot of people don't know. That's why I urge people to vote. I get it. A lot of people just go vote for the president when it's president time or whatever. But you need to vote for the people that are actually trying to make change in your city, your state, your county, because these are the people that are willing to hear you out and listen and say, okay, I know cannabis isn't that bad, and let me hear you out, and let's try to go change the law to get these people out of jail. And really, in some states, cannabis still isn't legalized or decriminalized, and that's because they have these, older guys in office that still believe that cannabis is dope, you know what I mean? So that's why I say that it's very important to know also not only teach yourself about the issues in cannabis, but try to teach yourself how to fix those issues in cannabis and what can you do to make change in cannabis. And one of the main things is definitely the people that make the laws. You need to get the right people in office. With me having a reality TV show background, I've been able to work in cannabis and also try to crossbreed both. So me and my team, we've been looking for, we've been working with different people, working with different companies, and one of the main things we do is, one of my partners is, a journalist and has been in production for a really long time, and obviously I've been in TV for a long time, so we figured, why not take the skills we already have and bring it to cannabis? I want to be able to drop scripted TV, I want to be able to drop reality TV for cannabis, and one of the shows we're working on, you may know him, he's the first social equity holder in New Jersey, his name is Tahir Johnson. Great guy, man. He's gonna be open Simply Pure Trenton in New Jersey, the first one over there. And as soon as I heard his story and I spoke to him, I said, man, you're a reality TV show, bro. I've been doing this, and you can do this because people need to see not only the education of how you can get your license and all the trials and tribulations that he's gonna talk later, but he goes through to still make things happen in the cannabis space. I think that just entertaining the world. And I want you guys to think Black Ink, but in cannabis. You know what I mean? Like, I want you guys to think it's going to be fun, it's going to be entertaining, and we're helping produce it, and hopefully we'll be able to sell it pretty soon, and we'll bring it to your TV screens. But I really wanted to just still stay in my wheelhouse and not really step out of my wheelhouse and bring what I can to cannabis and just kind of crossbreed everything. So we've been working with Tahir, and obviously he's working with Wanda James. She had the first Simply Pure in Denver, and it's kind of like he'll be opening one in Trenton. So shout out to Tahir once again. And then really, our main thing is working with people like you guys in the crowd, working like people that are in the cannabis space, learning about what you guys are doing, learning about how you guys are doing it, learning about how long you guys have been in the cannabis space. That's one of the most important things. I know everybody in here is either wants to know about cannabis, has been in cannabis, or knows something that I probably don't even know about cannabis. And I'd love to meet each and every one of you when I have the opportunity to. And that's what my journey is about. And we've came up with something called Jojo's Journey. Now, Jojo's Journey, I want you guys to look at it like everybody in here's journey. I want to be a vessel for everybody that wants to learn about cannabis or think they know about cannabis and doesn't really know. I'm still re-educating myself on the plant medicine because at times you grow up and you're just smoking it. You just like to get high. You like the munchies. You like to laugh. And then you start thinking about all the benefits. You start thinking about all the people it's helped. And then you start thinking about all the people it's wronged and all the people that we should be helping. So I want my journey to represent everybody in here's journey. I want my journey to represent the world's journey. And I really want to focus on bringing cannabis to mainstream media. You know, I know that mainstream media is afraid to touch cannabis because it still has a stench on it, guys. It's like when you walk in and you smell like weed, somebody still looks at you with a side eye and you know you're not really doing wrong. Like, Trust me, bro, your cigarettes smell worse than this weed, bro. So I want you guys to look at this journey as a journey for everybody. I want to be able to show you guys a kind of a sizzle reel that my team, shout out to Danica, Dave, Chris, Ariana, Jen, shout out to whole 3 is for. My team put together this. I've been going around, like I said, I've been in LA, I've been in Miami, I've been a couple places, and I've been going around, I've been meeting the people that I've said right here. I want to meet people, I want to speak to people, and it's been fun. We're still going, we're still doing stuff, but I'd love to cover somebody in here, maybe. If you guys got anything going on interesting that I feel aligns with what 3 is for is going on, which is everything for good, then let's talk, because my journey is the journey for everybody. How you play it, Danica? I gotta play the video. I clicked it. Somebody press play for your boy. So how's everybody doing today, though? Everybody good? Let me get some love, man. Shout out. Turn up, man. That got me nervous up here. I'm sweating under this big-ass coat. But I appreciate you guys rocking with me, and I know a lot of people, they see me and they say, well, what is he doing in the cannabis space? And I think I gave it to you guys kind of in a nutshell is I want to help. I'm here to help. I'm not here to intrude. I'm not here to exploit anything. I want the community to be upheld in the right way. I want the people in the community to be loved in the right way. I want the stories to be taken in the right way. I'm tired of telling the same stories in cannabis. Can we tell the good stories? Can we tell the good people that are making things move in cannabis? Can we tell the people that have been the legacy owners and the legacy growers that have not got licenses? Can we talk about that? Those are the things that I need. Those are the things that I will be spotlighting. Those are the things that need to be spotlighted is the people that have sacrificed their freedom for us today to be outside and smoking in front of a cop. I still can't believe I can smoke in front of a cop. I'd be sitting there like, what you doing, bro? Oh, I can smoke now? Okay, cool. We used to hop fences and run from them back in the day. So let's see if we can get this video done, because I want you guys to see it. It's a little bit of a quick little, I guess you would say, preview of what's to come from me in the cannabis space. And it looks like, there we go. Let's get it.
All right, Frank Lucas at the fight.
Family recipe is this.
Welcome to Jojo's Journey.
Oh, you trust me?
This journey is important to me because I'd like to re-educate the world on the benefits of cannabis. I hope to show the good in not only the plant, but in the people. Jojo's journey has led us here. Heading to Sonoma Hills, I really don't know what to expect. I had the pleasure of meeting with my guy, Aaron Kiefer.
The secret with these donkeys is they actually love weed. You know, THC is still produced here because that's produced in this light spectrum, but there's other things.
And we hopped in the Bubba Cushman and hit the farm. You got the joint?
Yep, got the joint. I gotta show you the mural. This got us in a little trouble with the city.
What did they exactly say about that?
You know, it was cannabis leaf.
I thought it was interesting to find some similarities between me and Aaron.
I've been affected by the war on drugs a few times myself.
And I've dealt with my own, run-ins with the law, with cannabis.
I call the people who worked with weed during Prohibition the flame keepers.
People that kind of went through all that for what it is today, where it's legalized and people are smoking. It's like we were getting, like you said, the bowl under the seat.
To me, it's just another plant.
Taking coke. This is good steak. This is literally what Jojo's journey is about.
The time that I did made this kind of stuff happen.
Being able to enjoy all these cannabis events and celebrate, it's been amazing. And as much as I'm happy to do it, it still reminds me that there are people still in prison for this same plant.
We gotta get them home.
We gotta get them home.
Y'all feeling that one right there? So that's just basically something quick to show you what kind of things I will be covering, the things I have covered, and obviously on Sonoma Hill Farms, everything that we indulged in grew on that farm. So from the food to the cannabis we smoked to damn near the drinks we drink. So I appreciate you guys.